Our planet is far greater and more extraordinary than you could ever imagine. Towering cliffs, endless deserts, and rivers carved deep into the earth, all combine to form a world overflowing with wonders waiting to be discovered. A single glance at a map shows how remarkable Earth is, but it's only when you stand before these surreal places that their true magnificence comes alive. While uncovering every hidden treasure might take a lifetime, these breathtaking landscapes and natural marvels are truly worth experiencing. Join us as we uncover them in today's video. Meteora is a famous group of monasteries located in central Greece, built on top of huge rock pillars. These rock pillars are between 1,000 to 1,800 feet high and formed by natural erosion over millions of years. Meteora began in the 14th century, when Greek monks lived isolated here, building monasteries high up to avoid wars and social troubles. The monasteries were built using complicated techniques such as ropes and ladders to lift materials up high. Meteora is an important religious center for Greek Orthodox Christianity, with 6 monasteries still active today. Today, it is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, attracting many visitors because of its beautiful scenery and significant cultural and historical meaning. Antelope Canyon is a very famous canyon in the United States, formed by wind and water erosion over millions of years, creating unique rock walls. The rocks here are smooth and wavy with eye-catching colors such as orange, pink, and red that change with sunlight. The rock walls range in height from 60 to over 120 feet, creating an impressive feeling for visitors. This place is also famous for beautiful beams of light created when sunlight shines through narrow gaps in the rocks. The canyon is divided into two parts. The upper part is wider and easier to visit, while the lower part is narrower and harder to walk through. This is sacred land for the local Navajo people with important cultural meaning. For safety and cultural protection reasons, visitors must visit with local guides. Benajal Cave is a sea cave naturally formed over millions of years by waves and wind eroding soft limestone, creating a giant dome with an open hole at the top. Sunlight shines through this round hole, creating beautiful light effects that highlight the golden sand and clear water inside the cave. With a stone dome over 65 feet tall, and only reachable by water, the cave feels like a hidden world separate from the outside. The colors of the limestone, sea, and sunlight blend together to form a unique and magical beauty. The water around the cave is home to many fish, crabs, starfish, and seabirds, showing a rich marine ecosystem. Although not linked to major historical events, Benajal Cave has become a modern cultural icon and a famous travel destination. Lençóis Maranhenses is one of Brazil's most unique natural wonders, with a beauty that stuns all who see it. Unlike any other desert, this place receives heavy rainfall, and thousands of freshwater lagoons appear during the rainy season. These lagoons form between pure white sand dunes, and the water is crystal clear with turquoise or blue colors. The dunes can rise up to 130 feet tall, creating soft, natural curves that look like a painting. The terrain was shaped by strong wind and rain over thousands of years, making the landscape feel like another planet. What's even more amazing is that although the lagoons only exist for a few months, fish are found living inside them, surprising scientists. Leshan Giant Buddha is located in Sichuan province in southwestern China, is famous as the largest stone Buddha statue in the world. The Buddha was carved directly into a cliff, standing 3 feet tall, with shoulders 92 feet wide and ears 23 feet long, overlooking the point where 3 major rivers meet. The carving began in 713 during the Tang dynasty and took 90 years to complete, aiming to bring safety to ships traveling through dangerous waters. Visitors usually walk around the statue to see its impressive size and ancient craftsmanship up close. Another popular activity is viewing the Buddha from a boat, enjoying the full scenic view from a distance. It also reminds us of compassion, peace, and the importance of preserving valuable cultural heritage. Cappadocia is a famous region in Anatolia, Turkey. It attracts visitors with its unique natural landscapes created by volcanic eruptions millions of years ago. The area is especially impressive for strange cone-shaped rock pillars known as fairy chimneys, which are 100 to 130 feet high. Over thousands of years, local people have used the soft rocks to build houses, churches, and underground cities to avoid invasions. Cappadocia was also an important center of early Christianity, with many ancient churches that still have beautiful wall paintings. Visitors to Cappadocia can enjoy a hot air balloon ride at sunrise to view the amazing rocky landscape from above. Other activities include horseback riding, hiking through the valleys, and visiting unique underground cities. Mono Lake is one of the oldest saltwater lakes in the United States, formed about 76,000 years ago by volcanic activity. Because it has no outlet to the sea minerals built up over time, making the lake 2 to 3 times saltier than the ocean, with high alkalinity. The lake's most striking feature is the tufa towers, formed when underground springs rich in calcium mix with the carbonate in the lake water. Despite the harsh environment, the lake supports unique brine shrimp and diving flies, which feed millions of migratory birds each year. Mono Lake also holds deep cultural meaning for indigenous people and was the focus of a major environmental protection movement in the 20th century. Thanks to strong conservation efforts, the water level is recovering and the ecosystem is slowly coming back to life. Huacachina is one of the rare desert oases in the world, with a surreal beauty surrounded by golden sand dunes over 330 feet tall. It once had a natural lake, but now is kept alive by pumped groundwater to preserve its magical look. The dunes change shape every year due to strong desert winds, creating a scene that is always new. The sunset here is considered one of the most beautiful on Earth, as the light reflects off the lake and dunes like a living painting. This place is famous for sandboarding and buggy rides across steep, challenging sand hills. The climate is extremely dry, with humidity below 20% making sounds echo far, and the air feels absolutely still. Parikutan is the only volcano in modern times that people witnessed fully forming from a crack in the ground. The volcano began erupting in 1943 and rose over 1,100 feet within a year, spreading lava across a large surrounding area. In sunlight, volcanic ash and stone reflect a cold silver glow that makes the entire area look mystical and surreal. Although the crater zone remains harsh, moss and lichens have started to grow, marking nature's slow return to the land. Parikutan is a cultural symbol tied to living memory and traditional ceremonies of native communities in the region. Preservation work is ongoing to ensure safety, restore the ecosystem, and protect the site's unique historical and geological value. Letea is the most powerful waterfall in Europe by flow rate, about 144 feet high and 328 feet wide, located between basalt cliffs and glacial terrain in northern Iceland. Its grey water from melting glaciers crashes down with such force that the ground nearby constantly vibrates. The surrounding landscape is completely untouched, with black rock, thin moss layers, and wide open space free from any artificial structure. The ecosystem is not rich in species, but shows strong adaptation, with stone mosses, lichens, and a few birds nesting in cold rock crevices. The watercolor changes seasonally and is believed to reflect shifts in underground glacial flow, while locals say the roaring sound under the falls signals movements deep in the earth. Visitors can get within a few yards of the edge to feel ground vibrations, cold mist, and the heavy pressure of the falling water, making it a rare natural experience in Europe. Neuschwanstein is one of the most famous castles in Germany, located on a high mountain peak, surrounded by magnificent mountains and lush forests. The castle was built in the late 19th century under the direction of King Ludwig II of Bavaria, with the purpose of commemorating figures from German mythology. Although the castle was never completed, it remains an important cultural symbol of Germany. The architecture of the castle combines elements of history and mythology, creating a mysterious beauty like in fairy tales. Visitors can take guided tours to admire the beauty of the rooms inside the castle and enjoy the magnificent natural scenery from high points around the castle. Additionally, the surrounding area offers activities such as hiking, trekking, and skiing in the winter. Neuschwanstein is not only a wonderful architectural structure, but also an inspiration for many works of art. Douro Valley is located in northern Portugal and is known for its terraced hills surrounding a winding river, cultivated for centuries. The hot daytime and cool nighttime climate creates ideal growing conditions and helps stabilize the steep slopes. It is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for successfully combining ecological preservation with traditional farming. The vegetation includes olive trees, pines, oaks, and drought-resistant shrubs, while animals like otters, Iberian wildcats, and imperial eagles are still present. Ancient stone presses used for grape crushing are still preserved, showing the area's historical role in wine production. The landscape changes clearly with the seasons, especially in autumn when the valley turns golden brown. Erta Ale volcano is located in the Danakil Depression, northern Ethiopia, and is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. It is famous for its lava lake in the volcano's crater, making it one of the rare places on Earth to have an active lava lake. This area has very high temperatures, reaching up to 120 degrees, and the landscape is extremely dry, making it one of the hottest places on the planet. Exploring Erta Ale is a great challenge for visitors, with climbing and camping in harsh conditions. Erta Ale is not only valuable from a geological standpoint, but also holds cultural significance for the local people, particularly the Afar tribe. It is a unique location where science and culture blend, attracting the interest of researchers and tourists from around the world. Arches National Park is located in Utah, USA, and is famous for its more than 2,000 unique natural sandstone arches. These arches formed over millions of years due to erosion from wind water and harsh desert weather, creating various shapes and sizes, including the largest arch at about 306 feet wide. The park covers about 119 square miles, featuring high cliffs, deep canyons, and breathtaking natural landscapes with characteristic orange-red colors. This place also holds spiritual and cultural significance for native tribes who consider the area sacred and hold traditional ceremonies here to connect with nature. Today, Arches National Park is a major tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors every year, supporting local economic growth and promoting awareness of environmental protection and geological research. Puerto Princesa Underground River is one of the most amazing natural wonders in the world. Known for its length of about 5 miles, flowing through magical limestone caves. Visitors can ride a boat in the dark, listen to the sound of water, and see strange natural rock shapes like towers, arches, and statues. Part of the river has both fresh and salt water, making a special ecosystem. Local people see this place as sacred, linked to their beliefs and long traditions. With its wild beauty and special nature, this place was named a World Natural Heritage Site by UNESCO and is also one of the new 7 wonders of nature. Puerto Princesa Underground River is not just an exciting adventure, but also a symbol of the peaceful connection between people and nature. Slea Head is a rocky headland at the western edge of Ireland, where high cliffs face the Atlantic Ocean and have been eroded into strange shapes over thousands of years. The landscape remains completely untouched, with coastal grass, low hills, and rugged shores free from urban development. The area is a seasonal habitat for Arctic terns, gulls, and also dolphins and grey seals that often appear near the shore. A unique Asaya is home to places so hidden, most travelers will never know they exist. These corners of the continent carry a beauty that feels untouched and almost unreal. Every visit reveals stories shaped by history, culture, and raw nature. It's the kind of mystery that leaves you wanting to see more. Come with us as we uncover the hidden places of Asia you need to experience. Song-Kul Lake, located on the central plateau of Kyrgyzstan, is a freshwater endorheic lake entirely enclosed by surrounding mountains with no outflow to external water systems. What makes it exceptional is the lake bed, composed not of typical mud or sand, but of natural silica-rich soil that retains geometric stability even as water levels fluctuate. A 2018 study observed compaction of the lake's bottom layers during pressure shifts, suggesting that the lake can self-regulate localized depth without surface deformation. This subsurface behavior also affects thermal distribution. Water layers remain stratified and unmixed, causing microbial populations to develop at fixed depths depending on the month. Surrounding land shows recurring mild subsidence after snowmelt each year, but the terrain quickly resets without long-term deformation. Due to its hydrological isolation, stable geology, and internal circulation mechanisms, Song-Kul serves both as a pastoral heartland for nomadic herders and a rare natural site for enclosed hydrodynamic study in Central Asia. Inle Lake in central Myanmar is known for its floating agriculture, where locals build vegetable gardens on water using plant mats mixed with lake mud. These floating gardens are anchored with bamboo poles, but can move slightly with the water without breaking apart. Over years of observation, the soil layers on these gardens have not eroded, despite lacking any barriers, showing rare stability in a moving water environment. Researchers also discovered viscous mud jets rising from the lake bed without gas or odor, suggesting possible mineral activity beneath the sediment. The lake's ecosystem includes species found nowhere else, such as the Inle carp that adapts to low oxygen water layers. Inle Lake serves as a living model of sustainable interaction between people and a freshwater body, where terrain, farming, and biology coexist in a balanced system. Red Beach is a vast coastal wetland where seasonal plants turn bright red due to the buildup of special biological pigments in salty and alkaline conditions. The ecosystem is based on sediment mixed with mud and mineral salts, causing plant roots to grow horizontally instead of penetrating deeply. In certain zones, the surface rises and falls slightly in multi-hour cycles, which are recorded as pressure shifts between soil layers and underground seawater. Biological surveys show a high density of salt-loving microorganisms that help regulate ion exchange in the soil and support annual plant growth. From a conservation standpoint, this is a rare natural buffer zone capable of filtering coastal water and stabilizing the environment without artificial systems. However, due to limited access and seasonal changes, many people remain unaware of the biological and geological phenomena found here. Aso National Park is located in central Kyushu and surrounds the wide caldera of Mount Aso, which formed through multiple ancient eruption cycles, creating a large and complex basin. The center of the park is a lowland area with basalt and volcanic ash layers, bordered by arc-shaped slopes that show signs of slow structural expansion over time. A lesser-known observation is that ground tremors occur at certain lowland spots during early morning hours without any detected seismic activity, possibly caused by pressure shifts in underground gas chambers. A 2014 geological survey recorded concentric fractures and faint steam release points spreading outward from the caldera center, indicating slow thermal convection from below. Some groundwater flows in the area increase in temperature on a weekly cycle, but are not connected to visible surface vents, suggesting a separate subsurface heat transfer system. Although Aso is under regular monitoring, few public sources emphasize that the basin floor continues to deform slowly under internal pressure cycles. The three volcanic lakes at Kelimutu sit next to each other, but each has a different water color that changes over time without a fixed pattern. This phenomenon happens because of chemical reactions between minerals in the volcanic rock and the atmosphere, but each lake has a unique composition, so the colors shift independently. At certain times, the lake water changes color overnight and releases a light sulfur smell, showing that underground geothermal activity is still present. The surrounding volcanic rock forms deep, bowl-shaped basins that keep the lakes separated and maintain their individual chemical properties. In this highly acidic and metal-rich environment, researchers have found extremophile microbes that can survive without oxygen. There was a case where water taken from one lake changed color after being brought to a lab, leading to theories about local gas reactions that remain unexplained. Tian Shan Grand Canyon was carved through extended erosion of compressed red sandstone, forming a system of deep clefts, vertical walls, and unusually symmetrical corridors. Many of these gorges are deeper than they are wide, with sunlight unable to reach the bottom for most of the day, allowing persistent moisture accumulation in an otherwise arid environment. A 2015 study found that the canyon's sandstone layers absorb and release moisture in daily cycles regardless of rainfall, likely due to microcapillary channels embedded in the compressed rock. Some sections contain vertically stacked, ripple-like rock layers, stretching for hundreds of meters, hinting at ancient tectonic deformations without surface fracturing. Viewed from above, the canyon appears as a complex lattice, but inside, several paths suddenly vanish, as tilted rock faces naturally seal off narrow passages. The interplay of enclosed topography, moisture-regulating sandstone, and high-precision natural geometry makes Tian Shan Grand Canyon one of the most structurally intricate gorges in Asia. Dian Falls is located along the southern border of China and features a multi-level natural structure where streams fall from different heights across large limestone cliffs. The waterfall is formed by a river that flows across two countries and is not blocked by dams or control systems, allowing the natural flow and pressure to continue for generations. A strange phenomenon happens here when strong winds and low-pressure currents combine, causing part of the water to be pushed upward along the cliffs, creating narrow streams that flow in reverse for a few minutes. Despite its large size, Dian Falls remains little known because it is deep within the border zone, has limited infrastructure, and visiting requires special access procedures, so it is rarely included in standard travel routes. Kuang Si Falls in Laos is a tiered waterfall system where streams flow down limestone terraces into turquoise pools created by calcium carbonate deposits from spring water. Each pool has different depths and shapes, but maintains stable pH and mineral levels, allowing continuous natural mineral crystallization. In some pools, a thin surface film appears with a pale white reflection during early morning hours, which disappears within a few hours without any physical disturbance. Rock samples near the waterfall base contain evenly shaped pits, believed to result from long-term, micro-level dissolution caused by mineral-rich water. The area around the falls also supports diverse freshwater species that mainly inhabit calcium-rich layers, forming an ecosystem adapted to naturally mineralized waters. Kuang Si represents a specific interaction between limestone terrain, mineral water, and the process of stable tiered waterfall formation. Toba Lake is located on Sumatra Island in Indonesia and was formed inside an ancient volcanic caldera that still maintains its overall structure after tens of thousands of years. The lake bed is made of cooled magma rock, covered by layers of accumulated sediment, forming a complex floor with fractures radiating from the center. One observed phenomenon is light surface water fluctuation without consistent rainfall or visible inflow, likely linked to underground volume changes from ongoing geological activity. In a 2014 study, geologists found that the southern lake bed shows signs of minor swelling every few months, affecting deep convection patterns in certain zones. The lake also hosts several freshwater species that live only within its boundary, showing the existence of a long-term, isolated, and stable water system. Our planet holds places so extraordinary, they make us question what is real. These landscapes captivate with colors, shapes, and forms that challenge imagination. Some were formed by volcanic eruptions, shifting glaciers, and oceans that carved stone into impossible shapes. Others are forgotten temples, underground cities, and monumental ruins left behind by ancient civilizations. What makes them fascinating is that they truly exist, waiting to be discovered. Today we'll explore unbelievable places that prove reality can be stranger than fiction. Angel Falls impresses not only with its 32-12 feet height, but also with the unusual phenomenon of its waters transforming into cloud-like mist surrounding the cliffs. From afar, the scene looks as if water pours straight from the sky, creating one of the rarest sights on Earth. The flow begins from a small river, traveling across a table mountain before plunging into untouched rainforest below. The mist from the falls helps maintain humidity, influencing the entire tropical ecosystem around it. With its strange beauty, isolation, and ecological importance, Angel Falls is recognized as one of the planet's most extraordinary natural wonders. Lake Hillier in Australia is striking for its rare, bright pink water, making it one of the most unusual lakes ever recorded on Earth. The lake is about 2,000 feet long and 820 feet wide, standing out with its perfect oval shape in the natural landscape. Scientists believe the pink shade comes from Dunaliella salina, combined with other salt-resistant microorganisms. What is unusual is that the lake's water keeps its pink color even when stored in a bottle, a rare phenomenon worldwide. Today, Lake Hillier is not only a unique natural wonder of Australia, but also an important site for studying survival in extreme environments. Cliffs of Moher rise nearly 700 feet above sea level, forming a giant wall of rock along the Atlantic coast. The cliffs are home to more than 3,000 seabirds, making the site one of the most important natural habitats in Europe. The stacked rock layers reveal evidence of Earth's changes over millions of years. Many international films have used the cliffs as a backdrop because of their magnificent scenery, adding to their global recognition. Cliffs of Moher hold both natural value and cultural meaning, regarded as a landmark symbol of Ireland. Caño Cristales is called the most beautiful river in the world because of its rare color changes found almost nowhere else. Beneath the water, the plant Macarinia clavigera turns the river red when sunlight and water levels reach the right conditions. Combined with yellow, green, blue, and black, the result is a unique, natural landscape like a living painting. Ancient rock layers more than 1.2 billion years old provide the foundation for this special ecosystem. The phenomenon appears only for a few months each year, making the river an important focus for scientists. Lake Retba in Senegal covers about 1.5 square miles and is considered one of the saltiest lakes in the world, with a rare, bright pink color. This special shade comes from a microorganism called Dunaliella salina that produces pigment to live in extremely salty water. At noon, the lake looks brightest when the sunlight shines directly, reflecting the pink shade across the water. People have harvested salt here for centuries, collecting thousands of tons each year for daily use and trade. Today, Lake Retba is a world-famous destination with natural value and also a place for scientific studies about extreme microorganisms. Postojna Cave is remarkable for its stalactites and stalagmites growing extremely extremely slowly, about 1 inch every 100 years, showing nature's patience over vast time. This cave, stretching more than 15 miles, also features massive stone columns formed when stalactites and stalagmites merged over hundreds of thousands of years. Beyond geology, it is home to the rare blind salamander known as the OLM, once called a baby dragon in folklore. An underground railway carries visitors through deep corridors, revealing spectacular views of one of the world's largest karst caves. With its geological wonders, unique creatures, and unusual engineering, Postojna has become a world-famous underground marvel. Mount Fanjing has a geological age of more than 1.4 billion years, making it one of the oldest mountains recorded in China. The peak rises 8,494 feet, with strange vertical rock shapes, some split apart or stacked on top of each other. It is seen as the Buddhist roof of the region, tied to legends and religious beliefs since the 7th century. Its biodiversity is rich with over 2,000 species, including unique ones that make it an important site for biological research. Today, Mount Fanjing is recognized by UNESCO as a World Natural Heritage Site, famous for combining natural and cultural values. Isle of Skye impresses with terrain shaped by ancient lava 60 million years ago, where rugged mountains and steep cliffs form powerful scenery. Along the coast, basalt layers, quartz crystals, and dinosaur fossils are still found, proof of its distant past. Within a few miles, the scenery changes suddenly, from jagged peaks to mossy meadows and crystal-clear lakes. Some massive cliffs reach 1,300 feet near the sea, resembling giant natural walls. This untouched grandeur has brought Isle of Skye onto the big screen many times. The island has become a symbol where nature and cinematic art exist together. The Gobi Desert in Mongolia spans about 5,000 square miles, lying on a dry plateau at an average elevation of more than 5,000 feet. Summers here can rise above 110 degrees, while winters drop below the 40-degree full, making it one of the most extreme deserts on Earth. This region is also famous for rare wildlife, such as wild Bactrian camels and snow leopards surviving in these severe conditions. NASA has used the Gobi as a testing ground for simulating extraterrestrial environments and evaluating survival equipment. It remains both a scientific site of interest and a symbol of life adapting under extreme conditions. Lake blood originated from glaciers over 14,000 years ago, making the lake one of the valuable natural proofs of Earth's forming processes. The emerald water is created by sunlight, reflecting through calcium carbonate minerals, giving the lake a clearly different appearance compared to many others. The limestone and volcanic rocks around show that this place witnessed ancient eruptions, shaping a rare and unusual geology. In the 19th century, Lake Bled became a symbol of luxury when Austro-Hungarian royalty chose it as a holiday retreat. Today, the lake's image is printed on postcards and guidebooks, spreading worldwide as a special symbol of Slovenia. Lake Candy is called a gateway to another world, for its tree trunks jutting from blue waters, forming surreal scenery. At 6,600 feet high, it formed after a 1911 earthquake collapsed a mountainside and filled with rising water. The lake is about 1,300 feet long, not vast, but famous for its unusual appearance. Its turquoise water changes shades with sunlight, reflecting the surrounding mountains. Submerged trunks preserved by cold water form a mysterious underwater forest. Today, Lake Kaindi is ideal for sightseeing, photography, and feeling like entering another world. Uluru has a circumference of more than 5.8 miles, making it the largest monolith on Earth and a remarkable natural wonder of Australia. The rock is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site for both nature and culture, a rare dual honor. Its sandstone layers contain minerals that make the colors shift from red and orange to purple, depending on the sunlight. The surface holds ancient rock paintings and evidence showing human presence here thousands of years ago. Today, Uluru draws interest from both scientists and travelers, serving as a living geological museum and a spiritual landmark of the continent. Tsingy de Bemaraha in Madagascar is a geological wonder where thousands of sharp limestone spires rise together, forming a gigantic natural maze. The stone towers reach up to 330 feet, shaped over millions of years by constant rain and wind erosion. The razor-sharp terrain makes movement nearly impossible, preserving untouched habitats for many rare species. These limestone formations are more than 200 million years old, serving as evidence of Earth's long geological history. With its ancient structures, harsh beauty, and unique ecosystem, Tsingy de Bemaraha stands as a natural heritage of global significance. Salar de Uyuni spans nearly 4,000 square miles in Bolivia, recorded as the largest salt flat on Earth and clearly visible in satellite images. It formed after ancient lakes dried up, leaving a thick salt layer shaped into millions of natural hexagons stretching as far as the horizon. Beneath the salt lies a massive lithium source, about 50 to 70% of global supply, essential for battery production. The unique flatness of the area has been used by space agencies to calibrate satellite sensors thanks to extremely small error margins. This site combines strategic resources, rare optical phenomena, and significant scientific value unmatched elsewhere in the world. Lake Toba is the largest volcanic lake on Earth, formed from a massive crater after a huge eruption about 74,000 years ago. The lake is nearly 62 miles long, 19 miles wide, and 1,600 feet deep, creating a rare and striking landscape. The eruption changed the global climate, strongly affecting many species and early humans who lived at that time. Many studies suggest this event once reduced the surviving human population to very low numbers. Today, Lake Toba is not only proof of geological power, but also a natural laboratory for scientists. The lake still shows geothermal activity, with hot springs and tectonic processes continuing underground. Inle Lake in Myanmar covers about 45 square miles at 2,900 feet high, remarkable for its water surface reflecting the surrounding mountains. The lake is globally known for the fisherman's one-leg rowing technique, balancing on one leg while skillfully steering the oar. Locals also build floating gardens with plant mats and mud, growing vegetables and flowers directly on the water. Wildlife here is diverse, including several endemic fish species found only in the lake. With natural scenery, traditional techniques, and unique adaptation, Inle Lake stands as one of Myanmar's special human faces or animals, which locals believe are fossils of ancient spirits guarding the sea. When thick fog and strong winds arrive, the entire area appears hazy, enhancing the mysterious feel of the coastal rock formations. Visitors can walk or bike along the cliffs, getting close to the edge to feel the strong wind, taste the salty air, and face the endless ocean ahead. Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa, with its peak, Uhuru Peak, reaching about 19,500 feet. It is a dormant volcano consisting of 3 peaks: Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira, with Kibo being the highest. Despite being near the equator, the summit remains covered in snow year-round, which makes it unique. As you climb, visitors will experience various climates, from tropical at the base to cold at the summit. The landscape is highly diverse, ranging from tropical rainforests at the foot to alpine meadows and cold deserts higher up. Kilimanjaro is famous for being one of the most accessible mountains, requiring only good health and preparation to conquer it. Additionally, visitors may encounter wildlife such as monkeys, antelope, elephants, and leopards along the way. Banff National Park is one of the most famous destinations in Canada, located in the Rocky Mountains. It is Canada's oldest national park, established in 1885, covering an area of around 2,564 square miles. The park is known for its stunning natural scenery, including high mountains, crystal-clear lakes, and majestic waterfalls. Banff attracts millions of visitors each year due to outdoor activities like skiing, hiking, and camping. The park is also home to many wildlife species, such as bears, elk, and wolves. The architectural landmarks in Banff, especially the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, are historically significant and attract tourists from all over the world. Banff is not only important for tourism, but also as a vital nature reserve, helping protect the area's ecosystems and wildlife. San Juan Parangaricutiro is a prominent location in Mexico, known for its unique landscape influenced by the Paricutin volcano. It was once a thriving city before being buried in lava after the volcanic eruption in 1943. For 9 years, the Paricutin volcano continued to erupt, creating a strange landscape with solidified lava and remaining ruins, especially a church standing amidst the sea of lava. Despite being destroyed, the area still attracts visitors to explore and learn about the volcanic eruption event. This place also holds historical and cultural value, serving as a testament to the recovery of nature and humans. Furthermore, the lava from the volcano created fertile soil, helping the area develop agriculture after the eruption ended. Zhu Monastery is located at over 15,700 feet high in the Tibetan mountains, standing out with deep red walls and golden domes in a sacred space. Surrounded by snowy peaks all year, the monastery blends into the sky and earth, creating a peaceful meditation space. Every morning, sunlight shines through the mountain gaps onto the stone walls, making a bright and magical view. The monastery is a spiritual center of the Nyingma tradition, holding deep meaning in Tibetan Buddhist culture. More than a place of worship, Zhu is a symbol of strength and faith in the face of harsh nature. Zhu Monastery reaches into the soul and offers a pure space where people can connect with the beauty of nature. Jeju is a volcanic island known for its amazing nature, where old lava made strange basalt caves and mysterious black beaches. At the center of the island is an extinct volcano, about 6,400 feet high, which looks grand and is a holy symbol of this land. In fall, golden grass fields stretch along the hills, and in winter, snow covers everything, creating a magical scene. The name Jeju means place beyond the land, showing how special and separate the island is. Locals say the island was made by 3 gods from the sky who gave birth to people and left their spirits in the wind. On windy days, people believe the gods are coming back to visit. Geyser is a small lake of charm, color, swirling, changing under the water. Light eruptions from underground create strange, round patterns, like living paintings, making the lake look like a magic mirror. The name geyser comes from the geothermal activity under the lake, where water and gas push up sediment that keeps moving. Thanks to stable temperature and rich minerals, the lake is blue-green algae and ancient living creatures. Around the lake, there are dense trees and clean, forming a nearly untouched natural scene. Some believe these are ancient spirits guarding this sacred place, adding to the deep mystery of Geyser Lake. Milford Sound is one of the most beautiful fjords in New Zealand, known for its magnificent landscapes of mountains and the sea. High snow-capped mountains pour down into the green-blue waters. The fjord also experiences heavy rainfall, making the atmosphere cool and humid all year round. The ecosystem here remains untouched, offering a peaceful space for visitors seeking tranquility. Milford Sound is not just a stunning destination, but also a symbol of the perfect harmony between nature and people. It is an ideal place for visitors to enjoy the untouched beauty of nature and learn about the cultural and historical values of this land. Lago di Sorapis is a mountain lake with a bright turquoise color located at about 6,200 feet high, surrounded by steep cliffs and silent wilderness. Its strange color does not come from the bottom, but from minerals floating in the water that reflect sunlight, creating a rare natural effect. The water changes clarity and color through the day, from pale blue in the morning to mirror-like brightness at noon. Although it looks peaceful, the water is always very cold, usually not warmer than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, making swimming dangerous. Visitors can only reach the lake by hiking and holding onto ropes along narrow paths beside cliffs. In winter, the lake freezes, but the turquoise glow beneath the ice still shows like a giant gem. Dead Valley is a surreal land that was once a lush oasis, but is now completely dry, leaving behind cracked white soil and hundreds of dead trees standing alone. These trees have been dead for over 600 years, but they have not decayed because the climate is so dry that bacteria cannot survive. the landscape becomes strange and haunting, with a mix of white ground, blackened trees, towering red sand dunes, and deep blue sky. Daytime temperatures can rise above 122 degrees Fahrenheit, but nighttime becomes freezing, creating an extreme temperature contrast. Surrounding sand dunes rise over 980 feet, making people look tiny in the middle of the burning orange scenery. There is no water, no animals, and no sound. This place is called the Valley of Absolute Silence. Diamond Hill is the only peak in the Connemara region with a fully exposed quartzite summit, pale grey and smooth enough that it was once mistaken for artificial stone due to its light reflective surface. The hill stands at just 1,450 feet, but draws attention for its geologically isolated core, separated from surrounding bedrock and unconnected to neighboring ranges. Beneath a thin soil layer lies a fan-like fracture network where rainwater seeps in and resurfaces from lower crevices in irregular seasonal patterns. Vegetation grows only in shallow depressions, mainly lichens and wind-tolerant grass, while the upper quartzite slope remains almost entirely barren. Magnetic field readings have shown anomalies at the summit, though no official explanation has been published. During the colonial period, the summit was used as a mirror signaling point because it could reflect light farther than other landforms of similar height. Letea is the oldest forest in Romania, located on ancient marine sand dunes, and the only place in Europe where forest grows naturally on sand. The area combines white sand ridges, broadleaf forest, and seasonal wetlands, creating a pristine landscape with rare silence. It is home to over 1,800 species, including rare reptiles, many endemic insects, and hundreds of migratory birds. The most notable feature is the wild horses that have survived for centuries, believed to be descendants of domestic horses released long ago. A strange phenomenon in the forest is that many old trees are twisted into odd shapes due to wind, salt, and high humidity, as if affected by an unseen force. Visitors can explore the forest by horse-drawn cart or walk along ecological trails to see the wild horses and unusual trees in a natural setting, unchanged for hundreds of years. Drangajökull is the only glacier in Iceland located entirely below 381 feet that still maintains thick ice all year round, which is rare in today's climate. With mostly flat terrain and no artificial structures nearby, the area feels quiet and isolated. The blue-white ice contrasts sharply with exposed black rock during summer, creating a unique subarctic landscape. Its ecosystem includes lichen, moss, and snow microbes, and the meltwater streams provide fresh water to lower regions. Because of its remote location and lack of large-scale tourism, Drangajökull is considered a reference site for studying climate change effects on low-altitude glaciers. Although Toba is well known for its scenery, few public sources mention the ongoing changes beneath its calm surface, linked to slow geological processes. The Gobi Desert in Mongolia is a semi-arid region with a unique terrain that mixes bare rock fields, sparse sand dunes, and gravel plateaus where weathering occurs mainly through mechanical processes. A notable feature is the remarkably uniform distribution of surface gravel in many areas, which remains undisturbed over long periods, despite the absence of vegetation cover. Archaeological excavations have uncovered well-preserved dinosaur egg fossils within fine sediment layers trapped between fractured rock beds, indicating special preservation conditions. The Gobi is also one of the few places where lightning strikes on dry ground create spiderweb-like burn marks instead of concentrated scorch points. With its unusual geology, rare weathering patterns, and high paleontological value, the Gobi Desert is a key interdisciplinary research zone. Tso Moriri is an isolated endorheic lake in northern India, where water escapes only by evaporation, forming salt crusts around the shore with clear natural patterns. The lake changes color depending on the angle, from deep blue to light green, and its surface reflects the surrounding mountain ranges in near-perfect symmetry. During dry seasons, the lake bed reveals layers of old sediment mixed with minerals, showing white streaks and spiral cracks that current geological models cannot explain. A research team once recorded abnormal conductivity and pH levels at specific mid-lake points compared to shore samples, suggesting the presence of distinct underground water flows. The lake is home to many rare migratory bird species and is officially listed as a Ramsar wetland site under strict conservation management. The Ladakh region of the Himalayas is one of the most visibly active tectonic zones in Asia, where rock layers are exposed and folded into structures clearly seen without instruments. It is a convergence point of multiple ancient fault systems, forming a jagged network of cracks with no consistent directional pattern. Geological surveys have found rock layers containing deformed clay crystals stacked in reverse order, suggesting compression events that current physical models cannot fully replicate. In some low-lying areas between the peaks, small pits with fine salt rims have been found without a visible water source, implying evaporation from shallow underground seeps. There have also been dry slope slides with fresh markings unrelated to rain or melting ice, raising the possibility of slow, deep earth movements. With its complex geology, ongoing tectonic instability, and puzzling terrain phenomena, the Ladakh Himalayas serve as a natural laboratory for Earth science research. Sipadan Island in Malaysia is the country's only oceanic island, formed entirely by underwater volcanic activity, where limestone rose over thousands of years to create an isolated landmass in the Celebes Sea. What makes it special is that the island stands alone on a limestone column over 600 feet deep, not connected to any continental shelf, allowing strong ocean currents to flow around and nourish its marine ecosystem. Sipadan is known for one of the most diverse underwater ecosystems on Earth, hosting thousands of sea turtles, hammerhead sharks, and large barracuda schools that can move in coordinated spirals. Marine biologists have also observed groups of fish moving in geometric patterns along the island's slopes, unaffected by surrounding currents, a phenomenon still not fully explained. Although renowned in oceanographic circles, Sipadan is not widely promoted for mass tourism due to daily diving limits and strict protection rules by the Malaysian government. Its remote position and limited public exposure have kept many people unaware of one of the planet's most ecologically and scientifically valuable dive sites. Hidden deep in the Tian Shan Mountains, Inle Lake stands out with a surreal scene where hundreds of dry pine trunks rise upright from turquoise water like stone pillars. Unlike lakes formed by natural runoff, this one emerged after an earthquake caused a massive landslide that shaped a deep basin in a limestone valley. What fascinates researchers is that the submerged tree trunks have not decayed after decades, prompting studies on biological preservation in cold, mineral-rich water. The water's milky blue color comes from dissolved limestone minerals, which also create reflective illusions that make the trunks appear to extend endlessly underwater. As divers go deeper, the water structure changes abruptly due to uneven layers of sediment, requiring instruments to recalibrate frequently. Inle Lake is not just the result of an unexpected geological event, but also a rare example of a surreal landscape shaped by unusual aquatic conditions. Tianqi Lake is located inside an ancient volcanic crater in northeastern China, known for its nearly circular shape and steep cliffs surrounding a mostly enclosed water basin. The lake has a deep blue color due to its unique bottom structure and stable mineral composition throughout the year. A rare phenomenon occurs when circular wave patterns spread outward from the lake's center, even in calm weather, with no seismic activity, puzzling researchers. Since the mid-20th century, there have been reports of strange moving objects on the water, including one formal investigation that reached no final explanation. Geological records also show a reversed sediment layer at the lake bottom, where younger deposits lie beneath older ones, which is uncommon in natural settings. Despite these unusual features, Tianqi remains largely unexplored due to its remote location and limited seasonal access for observation. Sipatan Island is isolated off the coast of Malaysia and was formed on top of a submerged volcano rising from deep water through thousands of years of coral buildup. Its most notable feature is the steep underwater slope, where deep waters lie just a few yards from the shore, allowing dense marine ecosystems to thrive. On rare occasions, spiral upwellings from the seabed bring plankton to the surface, attracting sudden gatherings of sea turtles, hammerhead sharks, and large fish near the island. Divers once discovered an underwater cave system with interconnected chambers, but low oxygen and disorienting paths led to several recorded disappearances. At certain times, green turtles move around the island in large, synchronized groups, possibly responding to pressure changes on the seafloor, though the cause remains unexplained. Because access is strictly limited and tightly regulated for conservation, few people are aware that Sipatan hosts one of the rarest nearshore, deep marine ecosystems in Asia. Phu Quoc is a large island located off the southwest coast of Vietnam, with terrain combining primary forests, gentle hills, and curved beaches in multiple directions. In the central areas of the island, alternating layers of rock and ancient sand form an uneven geological base, causing underground water to surface suddenly through natural fractures. Some forest zones feature vegetation growing in arc-shaped clusters, likely related to roots responding to underground water movement. During surveys, scientists recorded unusually low light absorption levels in the island's soil and rock, creating specific conditions for microbial growth in cycles. Ecologically, Phu Quoc supports a relatively high density of endemic species, mostly small organisms living in mildly acidic, semi-humid soil. Although the island is well known domestically, its geological traits and microbial systems remain largely unknown in international media. Paro Valley in Bhutan is one of the few remaining enclosed basin-shaped valleys with tectonic origins, where flat land is entirely surrounded by high mountains and lacks major natural outlets. This topography allows fog to stay trapped near the ground for hours without dispersing, forming isolated microclimate zones. Historically, the area was a key ancient trade hub, with artifacts found that originated from far regions like Tibet and India. The combination of rare landform structure, isolated microclimate behavior, and evidence of cultural exchange makes Paro Valley a uniquely valuable site. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are isolated between the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman Sea, creating a closed marine zone with an ecosystem mostly untouched by urban impact. The seawater here is emerald green, highly transparent, and remains preserved due to the absence of mass tourism. During new moon periods, a rare tidal phenomenon occurs when currents suddenly reverse without following normal cycles. In the colonial era, this area served as a detention site, and several real escape incidents are recorded in national security files. Old prison structures still exist today as clear evidence of that historical period. Despite its ecological and historical value, the islands remain little known due to their remote location, limited access, and lack of coverage in mainstream travel sources. Tonle Sap Lake in Cambodia is a freshwater system with a unique flow reversal mechanism where the connecting river changes direction seasonally, causing the lake's surface area to expand several times each year. During the rainy season, rising Mekong River levels reverse the river's flow into the lake, expanding its size and forming a vast, flooded ecosystem. In the dry season, the water recedes and the flow returns to its original direction, exposing temporary wetlands. This unusual hydrological cycle supports one of Southeast Asia's most diverse freshwater ecosystems, with hundreds of fish and bird species, many of which appear only during specific water stages. With its non-fixed water dynamics and essential ecological regulation for the entire basin, Tonle Sap Lake functions as a dynamic and irreplaceable hydrological system. Matsushima Bay is located along Japan's eastern coast and is known for hundreds of small limestone islands shaped irregularly and distributed along ancient marine currents. The islands have solid surfaces with thin layers of vegetation, including trees growing at fixed angles even without regular wind exposure. Radar surveys revealed that some islands have small internal voids connected to the bay floor, forming water channels inside the rock that remain physically inaccessible. Seawater around the bay is very clear, but shows distinct ion density layers, allowing microorganisms to live in separate bands without mixing. The area has also recorded rock fractures on some islands that expand and contract in multi-day cycles, believed to result from internal hydraulic changes in the rock mass. Although valuable for scientific study, the hidden geological features of Matsushima are not widely known through mainstream publications or tourism media. The bioluminescent beach in the Maldives displays a natural nighttime glow caused by light-emitting plankton, mainly dinoflagellates from the Noctiluca genus. These glowing events are not fixed by season, but occur when ocean currents bring large concentrations of plankton near the shore. On certain nights, the light appears only within a narrow strip a few meters along the beach and fades immediately after waves recede, with no major change in temperature or salinity. Water samples taken during the glow show unusually high surface calcium ion levels compared to deeper layers, suggesting a chemical trigger for the biological reaction. This phenomenon is under study in relation to plankton density, wave motion, and chemical factors that stimulate light production in shallow marine environments. Namib Desert is known not only for being over 55 million years old, but also for rare natural phenomena on the dune surfaces. Sunlight on iron-rich sand makes the colors shift from yellow to deep red within the same day. Dunes rising more than 1,000 feet create a strong contrast with the clear sky and surrounding dry land. Fog from the Atlantic often covers the desert in the morning, providing vital moisture for the fragile ecosystem. Today, Namib Desert is seen as a unique natural heritage showing the power of time and the adaptation of life. Lake Baikal in Russia is famous for holding more water than all 5 of North America's Great Lakes combined. The lake stretches over 395 miles long, 49 miles wide, and reaches a maximum depth of more than 5,300 feet, making it the deepest freshwater lake on Earth. It is home to more than 1,700 species, including hundreds found nowhere else. The water is crystal clear and rich in oxygen, allowing ecosystems to survive at depths impossible for most other lakes. Lake Baikal is regarded as a natural wonder, both a giant freshwater reservoir and a living laboratory of biological evolution. Geiranger Fjord was shaped by powerful glaciers, forming a deep fjord with cliffs that rise more than 3,000 feet. The fjord extends nearly 9 miles, with calm waters contrasting sharply against the massive surrounding mountains. In summer, melting ice creates waterfalls that drop in white streams, highlighting the dramatic landscape. The fjord's great depth allows even large ships to sail close to the cliffs, a rare feature for narrow inlets. Today, it is considered a national natural symbol of Norway and one of the most famous landscapes on the planet. Jeju Valley is considered a multicolored wonder where clear lakes, powerful waterfalls, and ancient geology come together. The lakes reflect light into many bands of color, creating a rare natural phenomenon. Its ecosystem contains hundreds of rare species, proving the rich biodiversity of this high-altitude region. The valley is also remarkable for limestone and sediments eroded by glaciers, forming rare terraced lakes. Today, Jeju Valley is recognized by UNESCO as a heritage site, showing the combination of geology, biology, and majestic landscapes. Mono Lake supports one of the most unique closed food chains in the world, even though no fish can survive in its salty waters. The lake holds billions of brine shrimp and alkaline flies, both able to live in water 3 times saltier than the ocean. That's why hundreds of thousands of migrating birds rely on this place each summer as a vital stop. Water enters mostly from snowmelt, but none flows out, so it only leaves by evaporation, creating a water cycle lasting thousands of years. Even in dry desert surroundings, the lake has a rich ecosystem thanks to the extreme adaptation of small life forms. Standing at the lake in the morning, you see the sky, water, and birds merging into one view. Tijuca Forest in Brazil spans more than 12 square miles, the world's largest man-made tropical forest, restored inside a dense urban city. Reforestation in the 19th century planted hundreds of thousands of trees, transforming depleted land into the lush green forest seen today. Now the forest plays a crucial role in regulating climate and protecting water sources for millions of Rio de Janeiro's residents. Its terrain combines tall granite mountains with natural waterfalls, creating a varied and impressive landscape. Wildlife includes monkeys, anteaters, many reptiles, and hundreds of rare birds, with some species found only in Brazil. With ecological, historical, and scenic value, Tijuca Forest was named a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, a global example of environmental recovery.